I wish it need not have happened in my time, but as a good friend of mine once said, so do I, and so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is to keep playing 2048 until we get to level 10. Tips and tricks for 2048 this time on Coin of the Week. Hey guys, Waffles here with another video about my favorite play-to-earn crypto mining simulator, Rollercoin. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment below with the coin you think will be best to mine this week. Follow me on Twitter at WafflesGoodBoy for instant notifications when I go live on Twitch. This video is going to be a little bit longer because today we're doing a double feature. Along with Coin of the Week, this week I'm starting my Tips and Tricks series where I give you my best advice for each game in Rollercoin. Today we're talking about 2048. Before we make our Coin of the Week predictions, I want to prove to you that level 10 in 2048 does in fact exist. And should you be the kind of stubborn player who seeks glory in the ridiculous and the impossible, I'll give you my best advice. I must stress that unless you live in a country with universal mental health care and can handle hours of agonizing misery, do not try this at home. 2048 is based on a game of the same name developed by an Italian web developer named Gabriele Cerulli. He put together this game in approximately 2.5 days in March of 2014. This has widely been regarded as a controversial decision and has sparked numerous mental breakdowns in the years that followed. In the original game, players are challenged to combine tiles containing the same number to create new tiles with larger numbers until they reach the last tile with the number 2048. The game has been described by the Wall Street Journal as almost like Candy Crush for math geeks, and the Business Insider called it threes on steroids. Caitlin Dewey of the Washington Post called it a nerdy, minimalist, frustrating game, while The Independent called it addictive. The game remained a relaxing, if frustrating way to pass the time until the year 2018. In this year, our very own Uncle Hamster got his hands on 2048 and altered the rules a bit. The first change was replacing the numbered tiles with images of different crypto coins to represent a coin that has been merged. Here, you can see the order in which coins are merged and upgraded. There was one more seemingly small change that was made to 2048 in Rollercoin, but this small change would turn the entire gaming universe on its head. The hamster added a timer. This changed the game completely. Now, instead of methodically choosing the best direction to tilt your board, you are rushed into a frenzy of button mashing, praying to the god of time that you'll just have one extra fraction of a second to merge your coins together. No longer is this a skillful pattern recognition game, but a game of speed, dexterity, and endurance. The game starts out simple enough. At level 1, you can pass the game by hitting your arrow keys in a counterclockwise or clockwise direction. The points requirement is quite low, and you will likely pass through levels 1 and 2 with ease. When level 2 starts to become a challenge, dexterity and speed become your best friend. From level 2 until level 5, my best advice is going to sound ridiculous, but I'm not joking. Hit the buttons as fast as you possibly can. This advice will hold true for all levels after level 2. If your entire arm is not sore from spamming the arrow keys as fast as imaginable, there was room for improvement in your attempt. Once you get to about level 4 or 5, you will need to start filling up your board with tiles before merging them. You want to merge as many tiles as possible in one single move. This is because there is a brief lag between when a coin merges and when you can make your next move. From here on out, every single second is crucial. Past level 5, you will need to start merging coins with a higher value. Once you reach this stage, you should stop using clockwise or counterclockwise motions and start pushing your tiles of highest value to the corners. If you are doing this right, it will feel a little bit like Tetris. These tips and tricks should get you all the way up to level 9. I've been showing the highlights of my journey to 2048 level 10 in the background. It took me approximately 30 minutes to get to level 9 using these tips. Getting to level 10, however, is a different story. I tried everything. I was hitting the buttons as fast as I could. I was doing the Tetris style thing. I was determined to make this happen if it took me all day, but after 2.5 hours, I wanted to quit. My arm, wrist, and hand was aching like crazy from cramming the arrow keys over and over and over and over, and I almost gave up until the Holy Grail. Three black EOS tiles spawned in the first few seconds. This is what had to happen. Not only do you have to cram the buttons faster than you've ever crammed them, not only do you have to make the fastest possible decisions as soon as you see a tile that can emerge, not only do you have to make sure not to trap your highest value cards, but you also have to get very, very lucky. If you get high value cards to spawn and do all of those things, it is possible to reach level 10. If this video gets 500 likes, I'll beat levels 10.1, 10.2, and 10.3. I did it, so you don't have to. You can thank me by liking the video and subscribing. Come on, I got to level 10 on 2048. You can't tell me that I don't deserve at least a like. Now, let's talk about the coin of the week. Last week, the coin of the week was Roller Token. Let's see if I gave you good advice or if I need to wear the cone of shame. I make my predictions based on how I think the network will even out once rollers change their mining power in the days after the double block reward coin is announced. According to my calculations from January 16th, here are the relative values of each coin that you would receive. Remember, these are relative values and your actual return will be determined by your block power. It was super close this week again. Had I taken these calculations earlier or later in the day, they might have been shuffled by $1 or $2 here or there, but after last week, I'm happy to have the market go in my favor this time. If you followed my advice and mined Roller Token, you would have had the highest return possible last week. The network balanced out quite a bit though, as the only really poor choices this week were Bitcoin and Doge. Now, let's get out the hat and the ball and make our prediction. The coin of the week for January 17th will be Ethereum. Ethereum is the double rewards token this week, and until the network power for Ethereum gets to around 21.5 ectohash per second or higher, it will be more profitable than any other coin. Last week, I was right about Roller Token, and that brings my prediction rate up to 67%. I feel pretty confident about my pick this week, so let's see how this plays out. Today, I announced that the coin of the week is Ethereum, and we did our first tips and tricks video about 2048. I hope to God this is the hardest game to beat because it was an absolute nightmare. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any ideas for how to beat this game more quickly. If you want to start playing Rollercoin today, use my referral link in the description to get 1,000 free Satoshis as soon as you make your account. I'll see you soon. Bark, bark.